What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking into the channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed the last couple videos that I've been posting. One of which was the Hoyt Torrex, the other of which was the Hoyt Torrex Xt. These are the two new mid-year bows that Hoyt released, and this is their budget conscious level, not bottom level, not top level, kind of the in-between. So if you really need to check both those videos out individually to get a full scope of each bow as an individual bow and what I liked about that bow, you know, when I was shooting it. But what I want to do with this video here is actually compare the two. So we've got the Torrex here and the Torrex Xt here. The Torrex is going to be 30 3/4 inches with a 7-inch brace height. The Torrex Xt is 30 inches axle to axle with a 6-inch brace height. You got 327 feet per second in the Torrex, 336 feet per second in the Torrex Xt. So they're very similar. What I want to talk about are some of the differences here in these two bows. When you look at the risers, they look relatively the same as far as length. So let me grab a tape measure here and we'll actually measure them and see what they are. All right, so as you can see, they look very, very similar. These two bows are, you know, almost identical. A little bit of size difference there in the two, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. You can notice one's camo riser, black limbs, one's camo riser, camo limbs. That's kind of just a preference there for what you like. I personally like the black limbs camo riser of the Torrex. I like the way it looks a little better. But like I said, personal preference. So what I'm going to do here is I want to measure these two risers and see if there's really any difference in the risers themselves. So we'll measure from the longest point to the longest point. We're setting at like 25.5-ish on the longest points of the riser, and that is on the Torrex Xt, and 25.5 on the Torrex. So just visually looking at these two bows, the risers look identical. Everything is in the same exact, all the cuts are the same, the riser's shaped the same. Let's see if there's any difference in depth of the riser. We're looking at 5 inches. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to go ahead and say these two risers are identical. One thing that you'll notice difference on the riser, well, two things you'll notice difference on the risers. One is the Torrex Xt is going to come with a roller guard instead of a cable slide that comes on the Torrex. I personally like the roller guard better. It just doesn't have that rod sticking off the back of the bow. Functionally, they're going to function reasonably about the same. So another difference that you'll notice, the Torrex Xt comes with the vibration dampeners already in the riser, whereas the Torrex comes with the threaded holes to put the dampeners in there. They just don't come with it. Another couple differences on the bow other than your speed and stuff like that. Your Torrex is going to come with the Torrex cam. Your Torrex Xt is going to come with the Torrex Xt cam. The Torrex is going to be adjustable from 26 to 30. The Torrex Xt is adjustable from 25.5 to 30. The grips are the same, the packages are the same, they both come with the same package as far as the accessories that they come with. Both packages are very, very nice. Retail on the Torrex is $5.99 bare, $6.99 with the package, and then the Torrex Xt is $100 more at $6.99 bare, $7.99 for the package. Another thing you'll notice difference between as far as color goes, other than the camo versus black limbs, are that the Torrex comes with black strings and cables on the standard package, and the Torrex Xt comes with your tan or buckskin type color strings and cables, which I prefer. I like the color of those better, but once again, personal preference. Other than that, these bows are the same. Well, I shouldn't say that. Another difference in the bows are the width of the limbs. I'm not 100% sure what the purpose behind that is. The Torrex Xt has, they're like 2 3/8 ish on the bottom limbs, and the Torrex is just over 2.5. Let's see if the top limbs are the same or if they're different. The same. So for whatever reason, the Torrex has wider limbs and limb pockets. I don't know if it has something to do with balance, if it has something to do with the way it shoots, or what it may be. Maybe somebody could chime in and let us know. I have no clue, and I'll be completely honest with you, I really don't know. But you will notice that they're different. The other thing that you'll notice is that when you hold the bows side by side, it looks like there's more than 3/4 of an inch difference in the total length. So let's do this. Let's measure it. So we know what the axle to axle is on these bows. We know that it's 30 and 30 3/4. So let's measure it and double check that. 30 inches, 30 3/4. But we just clarified that the risers are exactly the same length. So the difference there is the Torrex Xt is going to be more parallel limbed than the Torrex. And for whatever reason, and when you look at it, you can actually see it. I don't know if you can tell it in the video, but you can tell the difference in the angle of the limbs. The back of the Torrex Xt limbs are just a little bit more curved than the Torrex. So that's really it as far as differences of the bows. So let's talk about differences in the shot, the draw cycle, and things like that. I think it was 262-ish, and the Torrex Xt actually shot 270 average. Both of them averaged between 3 shots, and that's with a 440 grain era. Both of them at 27.5 inches on the draw. This one pulled 69.7, this one pulled 70.8, so this one pulled 1 pound heavier. Both of them held within a pound of each other as far as the holding weight, so you're not going to notice much of a difference there. I do think the draw cycle, the smoothness, would have to go to the Torrex Xt. I think the back wall actually seemed a little better on the Torrex. You know, whatever reason, the cams, when you look at the cams, they look almost identical, but there are just a few differences in the machining on the cams. So there has to be some difference there. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but there has to be some difference there. Balance in the hand, I preferred the Torrex Xt over the Torrex. Really all around, I like the Torrex Xt better. Do I think it's worth the $100 extra? It really just depends on what your preference is. If you come up here and you like one more than the other, go with it. I don't think you're going to notice a whole bunch of difference. I do think that the Torrex is actually going to be the more forgiving bow, just based off its longer axle to axle and its longer brace height. I think if I were going to buy one or the other right now, I would buy the Torrex Xt. That's just personal preference on my part. But I do think that either way you go, you're gonna be happy with these bows. I think Hoyt really hit a home run on this mid-year release. I think these are both great bows. I actually prefer the look of the Torrex over the Torrex Xt solely because of the solid black limbs and the camo riser, which I just like that look. But as far as the shot and everything, I preferred the Torrex Xt, which is why I say I would probably buy that one if I had to buy one today. So I hope this helps. If you're in the market for if you're in the market for a bow under $1,000, but you want something that gives you that top of the line feel, you need to come check both of these bows out. Shoot them for yourselves. I really enjoyed shooting both of these bows. Like I said, I like the Torrex Xt better, but that's personal preference. So come check these bows out. Once again, they're within $100 retail of each other, and we just talked about the differences. There's not much difference there as far as what it comes with. So come shoot these bows for yourself and see what you think. I think if you're in the market for a more budget conscious bow than their $1,000 top of the line bows, you definitely need to come check these out and give them a look. These are going to be a great hunting bow either way you go. And with hunting season just around the corner, right now is when you need to come check them out. That way, if they end up out of stock of one, they'll have time to order it and get it in for you. So come check them out up here at Grafton Archery. Give them a call at 704-855-1300. Please continue to check out my videos on this channel. I'm trying to bring as much good content out there to y'all as I can. Once again, I really liked both of these bows. Check out the individual videos for these bows in order to get my full review on each one. And thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe below. Please comment. Please, just bring some. Tell your friends about my channel. I'm trying to grow it, trying to get some more good content out there to y'all. So if you're watching and liking these videos, please subscribe. Please support my channel. Continue to check me out on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll catch you on the next video. I think you'll be very excited to see what comes out next. If you're interested in either one of these bows but don't know if you want to go to that next level or stay here, check out the next video. I'm not going to say what it is, but you'll probably see it here below at the end of the video. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.